just like to make people smile.
Ich kann auch nochmal also, naja. Das darf halt nicht zu laut werden, das ist das Problem.
I just like.
Mann. Oh Gott, das Stück. Da sehen wir wieder. Und vor allem mit einem neuen tiefes Wasser unter den Laternen. Der Höhepunkt des Laternenrituals ist erreicht, wenn die riesige Minx-Laterne in den Himmel steigen gelassen wird. Die diesjährige Minx-Laterne soll ganz besonders eindrucksvoll sein. Das ist ein Stück blaues Skript, das die Laterne in die Luft heben soll, ist das große seit den 20 Jahren. Für diesen besonderen Anlass haben die Händler von Liyue den Laternenmarkt eingerichtet. Auf diesen stellen sie das Material für den Bau der Laterne zur Verfügung. Als du auf den Laternenmarkt angekommen scheint er zu empfangen. Wang dir etwas mitteilen zu wollen. Okay. Was möchte denn Madame Mangya?
What should I try this time?
What did you like to do it? Ja. Nee. Ich kletter jetzt los. Das ist die.
Hello again, Wangya. How's the Mingxiao lantern construction coming along?
Good to see you two. The Mingxiao lantern is coming along smoothly, thank you. We're almost done collecting the required plastrite. The project should be completed in a few days. You'll have to come by when it's done.
Laustritt?
Plastrite is the main component of any Mingxiao lantern. Most of the donations we get from the city folk are either Mora or plastrite. A lot of them carve their heart's desires onto the plastrite they donate, as a prayer for good fortune and other blessings.
Paimon wants some good fortune too. Let's find some plastrite and make a wish.
Since you seem so eager to donate, how about you keep your eyes open for less common varieties of plastrite? Those are the ones we lack the most at the moment. One is called azurite. It is occasionally found in the northern part of Mount Tianheng. When azurite gets caught in the roots of ordinary vegetation, it sometimes produces bloaty floaties, which have floating seeds. The other one is called vermilionite, which is extremely dangerous as far as most people are concerned. In Guili Plains, old ruin hunters who have lost the power of flight use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne.
Oh Mann. Wir werden jetzt hinausgehen und danach suchen, oder? Ja, was ist an ihnen so besonders? Dass wir mal-
Well, they're just more stylish, I suppose. Actually, they're just blue and red varieties of plastrite. Gemstone merchants only gave them fancy names to try and impress their customers. The difference in their features compared to regular plastrite might be minuscule, but the difference in price is astonishing. No, never mind that. Just bring some azurite and vermilionite back to me. I'm counting on you.
Ja, nur zum Ausbeuten, also die anderen Farben. Und dafür gegen Ruinenjäger? Habe ich das richtig verstanden? Ruinenjäger? Oh Gott. Teures
Onwards. We have work to do.
Von den einfachen haben wir ja was. Das ist ja nicht. Na, was machen die denn hier? Getanzt wird woanders. Muss ich es wohl doch hier so lassen. Ja, nein. So. Wo sind die anderen? Ach ja. Aber Nummer 2, also so, das ist Quest. Ich dachte, ich habe da was vergessen. Ich habe mir ernsthaft eingebildet, ich habe da was vergessen. Ich hätte mich jetzt halt nicht gewundert, das ist das Problem. Das ist wirklich das Problem dabei. Mich hätte es nicht gewundert, wenn ich da was vergessen hätte. Hallo. Naja, zumindest nur 86.
Verdict is?
Die Look ist noch nicht stark genug.
Barely a scratch.
Hau mich doch nicht so.
I swear by my sword. Barely a scratch.
Time for retribution!
Was ich merke, ist, dass die Musik definitiv anzieht beim Kämpfen. Die Musik zieht bei den Kämpfen bei Genshin ganz schön an. Wie habe ich kann es nicht sonst viel leiser machen. Das ist das Problem. Aber ich das gar nicht irgendwie großartig vor. Erst will ich jetzt haben. Hier. So wenig jetzt. Viel zu wenig. Die Bitten der Bewohner, ja. Fleißig machen. Stimmt, da müssen wir ja heute auch wieder am Ende wahrscheinlich. Na.
Wanya, we're back with a fresh supply of azurite and vermilionite.
I knew I could count on you. Let me see. Yep, without a doubt, these are azurite and vermilionite. But don't you want to make your wishes? You brought back just enough materials for both of you. Come on, get carving.
Done. Paimon prays for a bottomless stomach to eat more delicacies with. And you? Let Paimon see. Huh? Well, that doesn't sound like something you'd wish for.
Das ist der tiefste Wunsch meiner Schwester.
So you made a wish for her instead. Don't you worry. Paimon will help you find her, and we'll spend the next lantern right together. Then we'll release a gazillion shell lanterns to make up for all those wishes you've never had a chance to make.
Das sollten wir sicherlich tun.
If you're done with your carvings, you can hand over your azurite and vermilionite to me.
Miss Wong, yeah?
Oh, was hat sie denn?
Well, hello, Chang Chang. What's up, little missy? Can't find your granddad?
Granddad said he's busy and I should go play on my own. I want to make a shell lantern, but I don't know how. Miss Wongya, could you help me make a shell lantern?
Sure thing, but promise me that you'll go back home as soon as we're done playing. With so many people at the festival, your granddad will be worried sick if you stay out too long.
Thank you, Miss Wongya. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Also du kannst auch Laternen basteln? Das Schlimme ist, ich bilde mir ein, dass wir welche mit ihr gebastelt haben.
I certainly do. That's how I made my first Mora, helping visitors make shell lanterns by the docks. Ah, good times. I should really stay here to keep an eye on the girl. Hey, could I bother you to go to the construction site at the dock and gather some building materials?
Ich helfe
Great,
gerne.
thanks. I appreciate it.
Dann auf zur Baustelle und mal schauen, was wir so machen müssen. Das ist immer noch laut. Jetzt darf alles auf. Baustelle. Ja. Ich habe bei Baustelle irgendwie was anderes erwartet. Könnte jetzt schief gehen.
Look over there. That guy's acting very suspicious. Don't you think?
Na, was machst du denn da?
Hey, what you doing?
Hab ich doch gerade gefragt.
What you staring at me like that for? Get gone! What? Huh? All right. If you all won't get gone, I'm just gonna get going myself, I guess.
Wow. Paimon thought he might be a shady character. Then he opened his mouth and now Paimon's sure of it. He must have been up to something when he was crouching down on the ground, because as soon as he saw us approaching, he stood up and acted all innocent. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. What could he be up to? Let's investigate. Well, this area is full of construction supplies for the Mingqiao lantern. Paper, oil, wood. All highly flammable materials!
Ich würde mal sagen, das ist Feuerwerk.
huge crowds come out to watch the Mingxiao lantern being released. It can't be a good sign if there's a suspicious character lurking around somewhere so dangerous. If he's been tampering with the stockpile of lantern supplies... Let's get the materials we came for first. We can tell Wanya about the situation when we get back.
Palmer, du nimmst das sehr ernst. Warum?
Because everyone in Liyue has worked really hard for this. No one should be allowed to spoil it, period.
Was ist der wirkliche Grund?
Oh, fine. There's so many delicacies in Liyue Harbor. Matsutake meat rolls, mora meat, almond tofu.
Liest du das von einer Karte ab? Verfressen wie immer. Paimon kann ich genug bekommen.
That should be enough. Let's get back to Wangya.
Auf zu Wangya.
Did you get the materials?
Na klar, haben wir.
Ah, yes, these will do. Let me make a shell lantern for Ching Ching.
Es gibt aber noch mehr.
Saw a shady character skulking around the highly flammable materials at the construction site. He looked like he was up to no good.
I see. Okay. Please inform the Ministry of Civil Affairs about what you saw. I'll talk to Jingming. With so many people visiting for the lantern rite, we can't afford to ignore something like this.
Miss Wangya, is something bad gonna happen at the lantern rite?
Not to a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and don't get distracted along the way. We don't want to make him worry.
Dann informieren wir mal die Leute, was da abgeht. Ja. Wir müssen hoch. Genau, hier zur Wache. Weil irgendwie hier die vorne oder so? Nein, speziell die.
Halt! This is the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Wir sind hier, um von einem verdächtigen Individuum zu berichten.
Yeah, we saw a shady-looking guy snooping around near the stockpile of highly flammable Mingxiao lantern supplies. We must defend the grilled tigerfish food stall at all costs.
Goodness. This is a serious matter indeed.
Exactly what Paimon thought. Liyue Harbor's cuisine is the heart and soul of the city.
It seems we disagree on where the seriousness of the matter lies. But you're not wrong, my little friend. Rest easy. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has assigned a specialist to keep the lantern rite safe. I will inform him of this matter and order him to step up vigilance in due course.
In due course? This is serious. Why not get your butt over there and tell him straight away?
I wish I could, but he's yet to return. He's taken a small team to Guili Plains.
Ja, ich gehe in die Gully-Ebene und sage es ihm.
Huh? But you're a traveler, aren't you? You've come all this way for the lantern rite, and yet you are willing to lend a hand?
Our pleasure! We're experts in this kind of stuff. We lend hands all the time. Oh, like the time we...
Überlasst das uns.
Really? Then we are indebted to you. Travelers are so kind these days. Ah, yes. No commission should go unpaid. I will take care of the compensation. Again, thank you both.
You have 2 seconds to tell me what you need.
Where has Master gone this time?
Ja, dann ab in die Gully-Ebene. Wir reisen ja so gerne, also von daher mal schauen, was uns da erwartet oder welcher Auftrag. Das ist jetzt nicht einfach mal so abgefrühstückt ist, der hier irgendwie erwartet. Oh. Wertvolles Erz. Kleine nervige Slimies.
It's a hilly trail blockade. There's so many of them. Why would they gather together like this? We can't
Wenn
let them
das
get away
viele
with being a
sind.
menace to the people here. Let's show them what we've got.
Nüsse sind weg. Na komm, weg mit dem Schild. Schild braucht keiner. Na. Renn mich nicht um. Macht sich nicht gut. Und nicht, dass der noch lebt.
Who are you?
Ich bin ein Retter und so. Hichachi hat uns
Oh,
geschickt.
thank you. If it weren't for your help, today may have ended quite differently.
Was genau
I'm
tust
in
du
charge
hier?
of keeping the lantern right safe. A lot comes out of the woodwork at this time of year. There are thieves around every corner.
Oh noch. Was geht weiter? Moment.
I encountered one during my patrol just now, so I called a few men and we pursued them out here. Once we got here, we decided to split up. I was searching this area. The thief seems to have made a clean getaway, and I sure didn't bank on these monsters being here. I was just assessing whether it would be better to send for reinforcements or find another way to disperse them. And that's when you showed up and dealt with them. And thank goodness. I don't know how long it would have taken for the others to get here. Well, I need to get back to looking for that thief. But thanks for your help. Until next time.
Wait a second. We're not done here.
Oh, is there something else?
Eine verdächtige Person befindet sich unten am Hafen.
Another one? It's interminable. Right. Well, when I get back, I'll get the other troops to be extra vigilant in the area. In the middle of the festival, too. What are they up to?
Do you get the feeling?
Das ist, ja, dass der Rat der allgemeinen Angelegenheit der Sache gewachsen ist. Vielleicht sollten wir dies in unsere eigenen Hände nehmen.
Paimon thinks so too. With our wealth of experience adventuring far and wide, we should be able to get to the bottom of this. So let's go back to the place where we witnessed the shady-looking guy. Paimon hears from patrol officers that criminals love to go back for another look at the crime scene after the event. It's a psychological thing, apparently.
Das soll dann gut gehen, wenn wir das eigentlich... Ja, die Wachen kommen damit nicht klar, aber mal gucken, was das wird. Das Verbrechen ist noch nicht geschehen.
That's why there's no time to lose. When there's highly flammable materials involved, once the crime happens, it'll be too late.
kann mir auch vorstellen, kein wegen Feuerwerk. Nicht immer das Feuerwerk ruinieren. Wäre halt auch nicht so besonders. Hm. Ah, hier. Sowas lasse ich nicht stehen. Müsste Zeit nicht.
Aha! Knew it!
Hm. Wollen wir ihm hinterher?
Wait! There's another person!
Den kennen wir doch.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Xiao? Are you here for the festival?
I have no interest in lantern rite. I sensed a malign influence here. I'm here to investigate. When a shackle is loosened in the realms of deities and demons, I take full responsibility. But this time, the threat comes from the mortal world. Your world. Thus you shall take full responsibility, mortal traveler. When the time comes, I hope you shall act promptly and decisively. I do not wish for the tassel of the polearm that has slaughtered countless demons to become stained with mortal blood.
What's this?
A symbol that your suspected evildoer left behind.
Kennst du es, Paimon?
Doesn't look familiar to Paimon.
Well, you will have to show me how much you can accomplish on your own strength. Because if I become involved, there is a possibility that the streets of Liyue Harbor will be painted red this lantern rite.
Dann liegt es wohl an dir.
That sounds terrible. Let's not be impulsive. Why don't we figure out the origins of this symbol first? The one the suspected criminal left behind. Oh! Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Kaya will know something about it.
Noch Kaya? Aber Kaya ist doch in Mondstadt. Müssen wir ja sonst wie reisen. Oh, eine Mini-Laterne. Na, was machst du denn hier hinten?
Well, well. Long time no see.
Kaya! We went to the lantern rite in Liyue.
Ah, well. How was it? Fun?
Delicious.
Well then, you ought to be looking forward to Mondstadt's Ludi Harpastum. I'm sure it will be to your liking.
Nun sag schon, was los ist, Paimon.
Right. Kaya, there's something we need to tell you about.
Lantern supplies. Stockpile of wood, paper, and oil. At the very least, it sounds like an accident waiting to happen. How very amusing. What makes you think I would recognize this symbol?
Der weiß so gesehen schon, was es ist. Weil ihr immer über alle Bescheid wisst, ihr seid unsere erste Wahl bei solchen Dingen. Bei euch kann man sich darauf verlassen, dass ihr euch auch im Untergrund auskennt. Ja genau, bei euch kann man sich auch darauf verlassen, dass ihr euch auch im Untergrund auskennt.
Exactly.
You should watch what you say, honorary knight. What do you mean, flirt with the dark side? The Knights of Favonius certainly does not have dealings with its enemies. That has to do with a certain knightly virtue called integrity. Anyway, I digress. This is the symbol of the cross-border criminal organization you know as the Treasure Hoarders. If you are curious to know more, I can put you in touch with an informant on the inside.
Didn't you just say the Knights of Favonius don't have dealings with their enemies?
This is my own personal informant. Nothing to do with the Knights of Favonius. A little later, make your way over to Windrise. I'll arrange for the informant to meet you there.
Thanks, Kaya!
Oh, and remember, wine begets wisdom.
Huh?
Punkte sprechen die Wahrheit. Oh Mann. Ein Schmetterfing. Ein Schmetterfing. Na. Nimrod. Ernsthaft.
Huh?
Hey, you're the guy, right? Kaya's informant?
Informant? Not me.
But this is the place we agreed upon, and you're the only other one here, so...
Place we agreed upon? I know nothing.
Ugh, stop being so annoying.
Betrunkene sprechen die Wahrheit.
Okay. Yeah, it's me.
How was any of that even slightly necessary?
What do you want to know about?
Here's the situation.
Okay, I see.
So, what can you tell us as an insider?
I do not think this is the work of the Treasure Hoarders. The reason the Treasure Hoarders are able to sustain a giant cross-border operation is because they abide by one fundamental principle. Caution. Softly, softly, catchy monkey is the name of the game for them. By contrast, the idea of taking huge risks to try and make a fortune is utter folly in their eyes. Liyue has the Adepti looking after it, doesn't it? And they're especially active during the Lantern Rite. There's just no way that they, slip of the tongue, when you've been undercover as long as I have. Where was I just... oh, yes. There's no way that they, the Treasure Hoarders, would dare make a move during the Lantern Rite. Also, the Treasure Hoarders organization in Liyue recently received an anonymous letter.
Why would someone send them an anonymous letter? Trying to frame them, perhaps?
Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is which branch of the treasure hoarders has the letter in their possession. There. I've marked their location on the map for you.
Great! Well, Paimon thinks this was productive. This is our only solid lead. Let's not waste it.
If there's nothing more, I should get back to treasure hoarding. I mean, get back to those treasure hoarding lowlifes. To spy on them.
Na, wo müssen wir denn hin? Dahin. Oh. Mal wieder sonst wohin.